among all the other memories that you have. Continue to nurture those too. These are 3 things. I'm pretty sure if he didn't tell you this, he would want me to tell you that he loved you, each and every one. You're here for a reason today, and that is because you cared for him. And he definitely cared for you. Words were not always easy for him, but he did. And maybe he didn't tell you, but as I say, he mentioned all of you to me over the course of time and our hundreds of conversations. He would want to tell you that it's okay that you take a little time and grieve, or a lot of time and grieve. The thing is, when you give your heart away, which in some cases is by choice, with children it's just natural, grandchildren. But when you give a piece of your heart away, when you choose to give somebody else a piece of your heart, it just is a wonderful thing. The hard part of that is you never get it back. Once they have it, they have it. So part of life without John now will be difficult and lonely and sad, because a little bit of the sparkle that he brought to your life in one way or another is now not there. But what's the alternative? Guarding yourself so fully that you never open up to anybody? Not much of a way to live. It's the risk that we all take for love. Take the time in the days ahead. Now we are a few months removed, but in the days ahead, take the time when you have moments of sadness or loneliness for John. Take the time to turn your mind to the memories and the happy times and the good times that you had with him. There's also hope. I'll tell you that in a minute. Number 2, so the first thing he would want all of you to know is that he loved you. The second thing he would want you to know is he would want you to love each other. He basically, while he was here, I suppose, as the patriarch of his family, felt it upon himself to basically referee or try to look out for, and I know this because he told me numerous times, pray for this one, I'm concerned for that one. He was, maybe it was in not a heavy-handed way, but he was concerned and trying to do his best to keep everybody loving everybody, and everybody together as a family. I think he had a good helper with Lori, too, on that. But he would want you to love each other. The time for making memories with John is gone. But there's still ones here that you can make memories with, that you can love and spend time with. Continue making memories with each other. Don't allow this to be an opportunity to just go away. Honor John's memory and the lifetime of effort that he spent building up his family by continuing to love one another. I don't know that this is an issue with your family. I sense your Dayton family's pretty close, but I do run into some families as I do these memorials and funerals and whatnot, where these times tend to break up the family, cause arguments and fights between families, sometimes that go on for years, where they never speak to each other for years because of these most difficult times. They allow selfishness to creep in when it comes to figuring out how they're going to divvy up the stuff and who's going to get what and who was the most important person to dad or to whatever. And it begins to drive wedges and cause problems rather than bringing families together. I did just encourage you to build each other up at this time. Rally around. Support each other. Love each other. He would want you to love each other. And then the third thing, he would want you to love God. Notice in the piece that he wrote to Lori how often he was celebrating, first of all, her faith, and then the fact that they could celebrate the faith in God together, and asking her to help him to always remain true and faithful to the Lord. He would want you to love God. Now, I don't know where you're at here today. In his note to Lori, he mentioned 60 years. I'm not sure exactly what that means, other than maybe he felt like after that number of years he was a much keener understanding of his relationship with the Lord. I do know that John came to understand grace and love in ways in the last couple of years like he never had before. Sometimes people get the idea that God is all about condemnation. He's all about condemnation. He wants to give everybody the beat down. If they just step out of line or if they misbehave, he's just waiting up there with a big stick to whack you. I'm here to tell you today that God does love you, and he is not looking to condemn you. I don't know where your heart is here today, but I'm just saying, in John 3:17, he tells us, Jesus did not come into this world to condemn this world. God sent not his Son into this world to condemn this world, but that the world through him might be saved. Also, I want to mention that John came to understand the love and grace of God personally. And that despite what his past had been, what went on in his previous life, whatever had happened, God loved him. And there were other people who cared for him and loved him. And that he was not alone, and he didn't have to live in condemnation. And I'm here to tell you today that's true for you too. And that's why I believe John didn't come to love the Lord because of the Community Church of Compton. He came to know the Lord maybe more because of the Community Church of Compton. And because of the love that was here, and because of the word that was given forth. All that happened was that he came to truly understand more of who God is and what God has in mind. And as he began to understand, he said, I want to please him. I want to serve him. I want to have more of a relationship with him. How do you go about doing that? Well, John chapter 14 tells us, verse 6. Thomas asked the same question, Lord, where are you going? How can we know how to come be with you someday? And this is the hope that we have. You are not just stuck with your memories. You are now. But if you truly will put your faith and commit your life to Jesus Christ, you can be with him again someday and make more memories. I don't know how that all works up there, actually. Eternity, whatever. Anyway, you can be with him again. We're not doomed or stuck if we will allow ourselves, if we will put our faith, if we will commit ourselves to pleasing God, to a relationship with him, to serving him, and so on. And I promise you, while at first it may seem he may ask you to do things you don't want to do, God will not disappoint you. He will come build this relationship with you, and you'll be amazed and pleased as thou comforting, full of peace and joy. He can make life. Anyway, I said John 14:6. Thomas asked, how can we get there? Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. If you're here today and you're not absolutely sure that you have committed your life, if you're not sure that if something were to happen to you today that you would be with God, you need to give your life. You need to commit yourself to Christ and ask him to save you and begin to have that personal relationship with him. Just to ask you, have you chosen to be part of the family of God? Have you chosen to be faithful to the Lord? Have you pursued, or will you pursue, a personal, passionate relationship with God. And I'm just reminding you today, it's your choice. It's your choice. I encourage you to make that choice, but that is your choice. Heavenly Father, I just thank you for this time when we celebrate John's life and the memories and how that he truly came to know you in ways that he didn't before. How your continued relationship brings us further and further. We know you more and more. And how the more that he came to know you, the more he fell in love with you. I thank you for each one that's here today who John loved so much, and I ask that you too will give them peace, will give them the knowledge and the wisdom of what we've just said here today. May they always remember what has been said here today. In Jesus' name, amen.